why.
Seriously. Alright, girlie. Well, this part is pretty much almost done. I'll just have to finish up a little bit on when it's dry. Okay? I'm gonna go over here and finish the rest of this. And almost done. Yay, yeah. Just pretty much razor the kind on the top and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You have a little flat spot right here, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, over there it looks really, really short. I'll make it as short as possible. But
Yeah.
if I make it too short, you'll be able to actually see that little spot that I was talking about without the too much. Kind of work it around your hair or your head.
Oh, I wish you the best of luck. I know when I had a Chelsea at one point in high school.
Oh wow!
And yeah, you could see it.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh my god!" They were kind of freaking out a little bit.
No, I'll work around it. I'll make it really short, but enough to cover, you know, so that we don't have to worry about it. And the thing is, I really liked Panera Bread, so I'm really sad. And it's like right here, you know, so on my lunch or something, I would run over there and grab some food.
Yeah.
I can't exactly do that, can I?
Yeah. You'll always be afraid you're gonna get sick like that. I haven't had food poisoning since I was 10.
Really?
But I can still remember it very vividly.
Yeah.
I remember just sliding off my bed, just slide across the floor to make it to the bathroom, just on the floor the whole time.
Yeah. Mom gave me some kind of remedy of cleaning out your digestive system.
How's that work?
One thing I was happy about, kind of, or I don't know if that's a little too much information, but I was pretty much puking most of the time. So kind of came out of one end only.
Yeah.
After what she gave me that stuff, so I guess, but then again, it was, couldn't eat because I was like, ew.
Yeah.
So, it's good and bad, but I felt a lot better afterwards, and
Once you got it all out.
yeah, she gave me some, like, I guess rice is really good stuff, and
Really?
yeah, like rice and bananas, and like that stuff, like, kind of settles your stomach.
I never knew that.
Well, if you're feeling sick, eat a little bit of that.
I wish they would have told me that when I was pregnant.
Yeah, and like bananas, like applesauce, rice, and let me see, there's something, I know I'm missing something. For some people, milk, like milk helps me.
Milk helped me too.
Really?
Yeah, I was drinking milk practically the whole pregnancy. I had a really rough pregnancy, but I got really lucky because I have a really easy baby. Like she's smart and she's intuitive, but she's not colicky or whiny. She loves to smile, and she knows what she wants, and she'll let you know. But not in a, I'm gonna cry for 8 hours kind of way.
So that's really good when your baby's like that, you know, because you don't have to worry about, you know, being like, oh my gosh, what do I give her?
Yeah, I was really lucky. She slept 8 hours through the night since she was born. Most people's babies wake up every 2 hours.
Yeah.
She was sleeping 5 and 6 hours at a time. Like, I had to be in the hospital 2 extra days because I'd fall asleep and expect her to wake me up to be hungry, and 3 or 4 hours later I'd wake up and be like, oh my god, what time is it? So they didn't let me leave. They were like, she has to be on a regular 2-hour schedule. And I was like, okay.
It's like, I think she got enough milk when she was in mommy's stomach.
Well, they had to induce my labor 10 days early.
10 days, that's really early.
Yeah. She was big enough. She was.
Really?
I had gestational diabetes, so they were worried about her coming out too big. She was, I think she was 6 pounds 7 ounces.
Oh, then 10 days early. That's alright.
She came out happy and smiling, and she'd just sit there and look at everybody, and she'd be like, okay, what's going on here? Instead of just the person next to me. Oh my God, our baby cried all the time. Like, it got pretty annoying, actually, because their baby would just cry and cry.
Yeah, that's not fun, especially if you're trying to like sleep or something. And like you bringing the baby to feed her and stuff. And
well, the baby just stayed there. It just.
Oh, really? They didn't take the baby away for you guys to rest?
Well, no, not really.
There's a lot of, they take the babies away a lot of times so that like the mothers can rest.
No, well, for me, they let me rest right after my labor. I fell asleep for probably like 45 minutes right after I had the baby. They came and they got me, took me to my room. They had the baby in the being monitored. She was breathing kind of fast. So they had her monitored for probably like 2, maybe 3 hours. But then they brought her to me and she stayed with me the whole time.
Oh, wow.
And lucky for me, she wasn't too colicky or crying all the time. But then probably like 12 hours later, so my roommate, or whatever they have in the maternity ward, they came. And they were there for a little while, and it was cool. And then nurses brought their baby, and their baby just cried all the time. And it wasn't their fault. It was just some babies are just like that. Lucy just always wanted to see you, like see people, see what was going on. She was always really quiet. But when she was in my stomach, she was really active.
Really?
Yeah. I'd be sleeping and she'd wake me up, kicking, moving around. But I got lucky because I got a really quiet baby when she came out. So she did all her hyperactiveness inside.
That's good. I've seen like live labor. My friend was giving birth, and then she was my best friend, but yeah, so, and she was like, oh, we need to be there.
That's pretty cool.
So I don't know, I mean, I don't have any kids like I said, but I think it was a good thing to see. Like, I think every girl should if she gets a chance.
Yeah, see what it's like. For me, they induced me, so it was a lot harder than a natural birth. Because for like 12 hours, I was having like a level 10 contractions.
Oh, wow.
Because I didn't get an epidural until way late.
Oh, really?
Until about an hour before I had her was when I finally gave in. I was like, fine, I'll take the pain medication. But I did pretty good. I went 11 straight hours of continuously getting stronger. Every 3 minutes, too. Like, most women, they start getting contractions, and it starts every, 3 hours, every 2 hours, every hour, Mine, from the time I got to the hospital, I was having contractions every 3 minutes.
Oh my god.
For 12 hours. And they, like, every hour they'd get stronger. They'd up the medication. Tougher and tougher.
That's not good.
Yeah. No, they say it's the most unbearable pain you could imagine.
I'm sure.
But as long as, because I didn't get a C-section or anything, so, I mean, I was up walking around, not an hour after that.
Yeah.
So, it's like once it's done, and you kind of don't really remember it. I mean, you do, but it's like, did it really hurt that bad? For my mom, she said after almost every one, she was like, when can I do that again? I don't know about that. I'll have maybe 2, 3, maybe. 3 is a big maybe.
Yeah.
But I definitely want 2, so 1 more.
Yeah. You kind of want your, baby to have a brother or sister. You don't want them to be all alone,
Yeah.
by themselves. And I mean, even though in a lot of babies, if they're just the only child, they are more spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but then they grow up to be very like, well, I'm better than you.
Yeah, my sister's like that. She didn't grow up with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my oldest sister, and now she's kind of selfish and self-centered, and it's just like, I had 2 brothers and a little sister. From the time I was 8, I had my little sister, my littlest sister. And so I always, had a sibling there. From 18 months, my first brother came. And from there on, I had siblings that I had to share with and, cooperate with and all that. And she never had any of that. So
she lived with the other parent, or?
She got put in foster care, and she lived with a foster family. She was adopted. And so by the time we met, she came to stay with my mom and myself. And it was just like, because I don't live, my other siblings, my 2 brothers and sister, they lived with their dad. So now I was living up here with my mom. And when she came, she didn't know how to share or anything. And I was to the point where I was like, well, I had siblings, and I had to share the things that I had, I worked for.
Definitely, yeah.
And she was just like, well, you need to share. She never had to share. So she didn't understand those boundaries. It got kind of rough.
Well, yeah, because she's like, what? I have to share?
Well, she didn't want to share her stuff, but she wanted me to share mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's not how it's going to work.
Sorry, it's going to be wet.
It's okay. It's just water.
Look, my beans are going to be gone.
That's alright. They could be out of my face. That'd be great. I've been having such trouble with them trying to read or do anything looking down, and I've got all of this hair in my face. Because it wasn't quite long enough to put up like yours, where it would be out of my face. Careful, because it'll stick straight out.
That's why I'm not going too short, like I want to go shorter, but I kind of see that, like that one right there.
Yeah, it'll stick straight out. Yeah, it's good for when I have the long hair, because it'll do the wisp, the whole curl right around my face. The shorter it is, the more it wants to just... Like I'll have like a unicorn horn.
So what I'm see now is after let's dry it real quick so that we see the whole haircut. Okay. I'll finish it off on dry hair. You'd have to put like some stuff in it, like either like a waxy pomade or something at the base, and so that when it is kind of even sticking up a little bit, so that it has that wispiness, and that it actually can have some weight to go down. Yeah. Right. So. All right. stabilizing foam. Get it in here. All right. Do your bangs first. When you do blow dry your hair, do that first. Yeah. Do you see how the bangs are the same? I just do this one and that one a little bit shorter. I'm going to fix that little spot. Okay? What do you think?
I can't really know until I put my glasses back on,
Oh, okay.
honestly. I can see the majority of it, but I can't see the fine detail.
Okay.
It looks pretty good so far.
Analysis.
Yeah, it's easy to forget.
bitty hairs right here. Close your eyes for now because I'll be looking at it. I'm not comfortable with it. This is what your hair is going to look like. So, do you have your glasses on around here somewhere? Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to style it for you. this where you want me to change capes first?
Sure.
You see that? A little different without your glasses.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the slower one?
Yeah.
Is there hair in there? Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see around here. Were you expecting it shorter, or what do you think? Feedback.
It's good. I was expecting a lot shorter, so this is been really good comparatively to how short I thought it was going to end up looking.
Oh, well, I'll style it for you real quick right now, and then you can see exactly how, what it is. Because especially like on the sides, you know how you have like the longer hair there a little bit, and there's more of it.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks different too. But once you give a little bit of wispy edges to it, then you'll be able to see.
You want me to take my glasses back off?
Oh, no, you're good for now. These little guys that don't like to listen.
Yeah, my hair can be pretty stubborn.
Okay. So what I would recommend using like a pomade stuff, something with a texture type of styling product, something like this, kind of sticky glue. I think that would work best with your haircut.
Okay.
There's a couple different products everywhere. As long as it says texture, this texture, sculpting texture. And what I like to do is I kind of like to put it everywhere.
Yeah.
First, and you do want to always put it on the bottom too. If you don't put it on the bottom, then your hair's going to look finished. Like as in you put some time into the front, you put some time into the top of it, the middle, but then
To the bottom.
what you doing here? So what we can do like something funky. You can do like spikes out in the back, slick down in the front, or you can do like how that haircut goes, you just slick down. It's all up to you. And then once it starts getting a little bit longer, you can also start, spiking at the bottom.
Yeah.
And kind of just having the top do whatever
Yeah.
it's already doing. And then you do want to put some volume in here because of that little spot right there. But for the most part, as long as you put a little bit of product in all the edges, your hairstyle, because of all the wispies that I did with the razor. Make sure you get this guy right here too. Because you have a little shorter piece, and then it goes a little bit longer, shorter, longer. And that stuff, you want to make sure to get it good, Because if you don't do your bang also, it will always look unfinished as well. Do you see how it totally changes the whole look?
Yeah, it looked just fluffy before. Now it's like you can actually see the
edges and everything, yeah.
Yeah.
And then go in and just kind of fix them out, Put this down a little. And these guys too, you want to make sure to do them. On this side, it doesn't like to still want to
Yeah, all my hair flips one direction and all goes to the
this
left.
way or this way?
Whichever way, I don't remember.
Oh.
But I just know it always all flips one direction.
Yeah, so the most part is going that way, but this guy just was sticking out. So maybe it's because of the way I was cutting him. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm just going to do something kind of simple, unless you want me to go crazy walkerish. I can do a little mohawk or something for you.
I like it a little bit like, I
Funky
guess
hair?
sticking out, yeah, a little more messy
Yeah.
in the back at least.
Okay, so see, perfect. As long as you tell me that, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of, the back could be the front side. So I can just spike it out and then kind of have it going backwards a little bit. On these sides, everything kind of backwards, so that the emphasis is on the part that's sticking out of the back. And then what I like to do is finish off with like a little bit of hairspray, because you want that style to kind of get locked in. Your hair is not very...
It's not very cooperative.
Yes. But you know what? As long as you have product on it, and then it kind of has some pieces that'll be sticking out. Sorry. I'm going to use hairspray, a good, stronger hairspray. So what you can do is you kind of... You should take your glasses off for
Probably.
because this is very hard to wash off this hairspray. So I'm just being honest with you.
Honesty's best.
And do you see how, like, even with the hairspray, it gives a little bit more shine to it? Well, now that you can put your pieces back on.
Yeah.
Do you see? And then it kind of goes backwards like that. Yeah. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, your hair has a tendency of not listening. Anybody.
Yeah. Kind of.
But also, it's not used to this, being so short.
Yeah, it's used to just a ponytail.
Yeah, there you go. So,
I've been wearing it in a ponytail for a long time now.
and you were due for a cut. Since you see, okay, that's better. Definitely, and just, you know what? When you'll be blow drying it, try to blow dry it like the blow dryer from down, upward, and get these spikes up. So then you can see.
Yeah, once it'll get used to it. Exactly what you were trying to do.
Seriously, it's like, I am free. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be impossible to get it to lay down.
It's okay. Well, that's the fun of it, right? Let me grab a mirror for you, okay? It's a lot of hair. Hold. I'm gonna spin you around. And the light is kind of hitting right here.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit hard to see. But do you see it? It's very wispy, very fun. You
Yeah.
can put it either down or up. And this is the spot I was talking about. It's kind of flat there.
Yeah.
And it's the part where you can kind of see. So I had to really focus on that to make sure that I cover it, but not too much,
Yep.
And then if you put it down, well, I don't want to show you that now because it's not going to get back up. But it's just going down. It has little wispies on the bottom right there. So. Yeah, I would blow dry your hair up so that it stands up more.
Yeah. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, I like it. For not having it short in a really long time.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, here's one piece that I get. That guy right there. Was it spiky enough for me? Alright. You are good to go. There's a clean towel right over there where you start standing, so you can grab that and just like off any extra
hair. hair as possible, even when it's not attached. And
Yeah. Seriously. I want to stick to you. Alright, so it's time to walk over to him. Do you want to see her hair? The last one?
that was a lot of hair.
It is. Yeah, look at all that. Has a little bit of highlights, just some blonde in there.